Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Chelsea. Starting off today away at Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup. Hoping for a better time out than we had in the last episode, which I'm not even going to mention. Let's just forget about it and move on. So, at squad selection today, Pedro was injured, so Willian comes into the side. Victor Moses will come onto the bench. Diego Costa will come into the side, but Shuai injured, he'll come out. I guess Ugbo can go on the bench again. Ola Enya can come out for Moses, I guess. Which moves up Hazard and Chalobah. Courtois back in goal. Alonso on the left. Gary Cahill back in for John Terry. Chalobah can come in for Matic, who just hasn't really cut it this season. Musonda's out for Hazard. And we're going with a full strength team today. Terry loses a spot on the bench as well. And we're going to go with that. Pretty much full strength team. We've been stung. Oh wait, no, Victor Moses is not ready to come in. I guess Ola Enya can do it. But essentially today, we want to make sure we get some strong wins here and build our momentum back up, because we've had a horror show in the last episode, losing to United, and an absolute disaster against Leicester, losing 3-0 and blowing a 2-goal lead from the first leg of that cup, basically throwing a trophy away. So we need to make sure we get our momentum back. I would have said there was no prospect of us blowing the league with the lead that we have, but I would also have said there was no prospect of blowing that EFL Cup game. And we managed to do that, so here's hoping we can get a win today, get our momentum back, and further our stranglehold at the top of the league. Zuma pinging it forward now to Alonso. Touch back the way to Conte now. We still don't look as fluid as we did earlier on in the season. Conte driving forward, has a pot shot. It's never going to get us anything from there. McManaman now for Sheffield Wednesday. Conte manages to nick it, which is good. Hoofs it forward though, it'll be picked up by Lee. He plays it to Pepe. Bannon now coming forward. Gets it through to Fletcher. Great challenge, David Luiz. Willian should be alive to this. Hits it forward to Costa. Good hold-up play from him. Looking for a runner. He does lose it though, but the ball forward's cut out by Cahill. Kante now trying to get forward. Running. Good play from him. Can he find Hazard? He has another random shot from miles away. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous for anybody to do that, let alone N'Golo Kante, who's probably wouldn't shoot from the edge of the 6-yard box in real life. If N'Golo Kante had a penalty, he would pass it. Okay, trying to do it again. Luiz to Cahill. Forward for Kante. Moves it quickly to Chalobah. Nice hold up. Willian now. Can he take a man on? Nope, goes back to Chalobah. Inside to Kante. Back to Chalobah again. Not many options available. Chalobah finds Hazard though. Hazard should have, Diego Costa inside. Plays it to Willian now. Can we get through? It's a great ball poked into Kante, who shoots and hits the bar, and it's away. That time he was justified in taking the shot. It opened up for him there, and he's leathered it towards goal. But I think that pretty much sums up our current form, that N'Golo Kante taking random pot shots from distance was our best chance. What we're going to do now is actually move Willian and Hazard in close behind Costa, and we'll push forward. This game, of course, if drawn, will go to a replay at Stamford Bridge, so we don't have to go completely gung-ho to try and get the victory here, but it would be rather embarrassing, and it would extend our winless run if we couldn't topple Sheffield Wed. Marcus Alonso now with a throw in into Kante, nods it back to him. Can he get it into the box? He scoops it to Chalobah. Chalobah now has an option, but he's lost it to Fletcher. Counters on for Sheffield Wednesday. Buckley out wide, plays it inside to Bannon, hits off the back of Bannon's head and goes to Willian. Willian running wide with it to try and whip it in. Got a couple on him. Does get it across. Costa turns it into the net. Thank God, we needed that. We absolutely needed that. Fabregas can come on for Kante. I'm going to bring Ake on for Kurt Zuma, and Musonda can replace Willian after Willian's goal. 1-0. Not exactly the crushing victory that we needed, but you know what? Sometimes when you're in that hole, Sometimes when it's not going well for you, you just need one of these results. You just need to scrape a result out there. Get back to winning ways. I should tell the boys to concentrate just now. Last thing we need is to slip up here. Fletcher, Buckley, Lee. Chance hits a byline, can whip this. Cuts it back to Buckley, lays it off to Abdi. Finds Bannon. Oof, off the post. Okay, let's go defensive now. And we'll just try and contain for the last couple of added on minutes here. 1 minute left to go as Hazard's going to whip it in for us here. Can we get the head in it? Nope, it's away by Leuven's. Costa on. Lee's away. Picked up again by Costa. Probably just going to see the game out now as Hazard picks it up. But a space opens up. Hits one and it's in. Just past Wildsmith in goal. Probably should have done a little bit better there. Hazard makes it 2. Again, not a brilliant result for us here. But we'll take it. Couple of seconds left and we're going through in the FA Cup. Still stinging from the EFL Cup loss, in case you can't tell in the voice here. Good win, 2-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. Sometimes you lose hard games and we need to press forward. The transfer window will be closing soon. We'll just motor on through that. Because we're trying to win the league with Antonio Conte's squad, we won't be buying anybody in the transfer window. Probably won't be selling anyone either. Just motor on through. And we'll get our FA Cup draw here as well before we go away to the Hawthorns against 20th placed West Brom. Okay, Cup draw now. Hopefully we can avoid anybody too difficult. Any away ties against the big boys. Solanke playing poorly again for Rangers. He's been pretty crap. And when you've been pretty crap in the SPL, suggest you're pretty crap in general. Chalobah is injured now, 9 to 11 days. And here goes the draw. Watford or Burnley will host Chelsea. Lovely. I would have preferred a home tie, but Watford or Burnley should be a doable game. It will now be the end of this transfer window. Next couple of games, West Brom, Burnley and Hull, all should be games we can win. We'll finish off this episode when we hopefully beat West Brom. Next episode will be Burnley and Hull, which should also be some relatively easy victories. Todd Kane on the move to Birmingham. We'll get a couple of scout reports on these suggested players. Okay, that's that. We'll have a little look. Sandro maybe, Sarabia maybe, Rodriguez probably too expensive, Montoya, Musakio, El Madiawi, who I'm not really aware of, Magny, Dennis Johnson, Michael Keane. What is Michael Keane? He's a ball-playing defender. He looks alright, but not really somebody we need here. We've got plenty of centre-backs, and I'm sure there are better prospects out there than Michael Keane. So just lots of loan moves and stuff being finalised for some teams. I suspect it should take too long. Oh. Yeah, a loan bid for our goalkeeper. Not much happening there. Loftus-Cheek loan update from Wolves. Yep, and that loan's confirmed. Let's see how Loftus-Cheek's getting on. He's played quite a lot, but he's played really poorly. Our youth prospects, it doesn't look good. It does not look good for our youth prospects. That is the transfer window done. Side that's spent the most has been Liverpool, £58 million. Who have they purchased for £58 million? Nobody of real note. I mean, Kieran Tierney's obviously a good player. They're all good players, but Davy Klaassen, none of them particularly going to make Liverpool a real contender. More so than what they already are. Pretty content if the side roundabouters are going to spend that kind of money on players who they don't really need or don't really improve them. The training report couple of players training okay. Nobody really doing bad that we need to moan at. And it's time to play West Brom now. Hopefully we can extend the lead at the top of the table. This might be our game in hand. Not entirely certain. Hopefully it will be and we can stretch that lead. It is a 7:30 game. Moses is capable. 45 for Fabregas and Pedro, and Batshuayi is also capable. It is not the game in hand. Spurs are playing today away at Swansea. Liverpool travel to Palace. Man United hosting Leicester. Where are Arsenal? Well, Arsenal played yesterday and beat Bournemouth. Okay. So our lead at the top is 4, but we do have 2 games in hand. Matic can play today. We could put Pedro on the bench. He's capable of 45, but we're pretty much just going to go with the same side. What I am going to do though is change it narrow. We seem to do better when we're narrow, and the tactic that I have based this save off of, this is the actual shape for it. It is actually a narrow tactic. I tried to adapt it to play out wide because that's what Chelsea tend to do with the inside forwards cutting in. But if it's going to work better playing them centrally, let's just play them centrally. I say that as 20 minutes goes by with no action. Okay, trying to get forward now. Ball's going to break here. Alonso picks it up though. Conte probing. Trying to get through here. Matic has an option. Yep, picks it. Willian. Hazard takes it up. Shoots. Scores. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Have a little look. Where are Spurs? Spurs are 9 points behind us on current scoreline. Are they winning? Yes, they are. And they're still 9 behind. Okie doke. Not exactly a very exciting first half, but we do have the lead. Hazard scoring after some good work from Willian. Okay. It's a bit like the last game against Sheffield Wednesday now. Sometimes you just have to grind out a win. Even if you think you should be winning the game more comfortably. We have had 12 shots to their 1. So we aren't doing badly. As Hazard goes to deliver this free kick, we could still rack up a couple more goals now as James Morrison gives away a penalty. For a push, Hazard will take the penalty. Hopefully we'll make it 2 and should end any doubts about this game. Hazard steps up. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. Hazard 2. It's the 15th of the season for Hazard. Spurs double the lead at the Liberty Stadium against Swansea. Pretty much just a case of seeing this out. Now I think... See if there is anybody we want to put on. Maybe we put Fabregas on for Conte. Or even... Actually, let's try something here. We can progress to the 70th minute. I want to give him 20 minutes, Fabregas, as Hazard puts it in for Luiz. It's headed away by Wilson. We'll come to Costa. Could have hit it. Gave it to Hazard. Deflected. In it goes. And that is a hat-trick for Hazard. He will come off now for Fabregas, changing my plan a little bit there. What I was going to do is take Conte off for Fabregas, and then I was going to drop Musonda back deeper. But we're going to give Fabregas and Musonda a chance just in behind Costa now. See what they can do. It's been a good performance from Hazard today. Everybody else kind of okay as Swansea get a goal back. Ball breaks to Ake and Musonda, and it's in. Charlie Musonda with a goal, 2nd of the season. Excellent stuff. Hopefully he can contribute more as we go towards the end of the season and develop into a good player for us. 10 minutes remaining now, 4-0. We've ended up looking pretty decent in the end in this one, but we were grinding it a bit in the first half there. Once we got that breakthrough goal, we kind of were on our way though. Hopefully we get more of this. They have Marco Rog. That's pretty impressive. Pretty good technical player for West Brom. A couple of seconds left. Another goal at Liberty, unfortunately for Harry Kane, as Spurs make it 3-1. Conte to Fabregas. Costa holding it up. Back the way to Fabregas. As time is called at the Hawthorns. 4-0. Good result. Liverpool held 2-2 by Palace. City win at Everton. United beat Leicester. Spurs beat Swansea. And Arsenal, of course, already having won yesterday. So that'll be it for this episode. As I said previously, next time out we'll be playing Burnley and Hull. Then after that it will be City and either Watford or Burnley again in the Cup. So, as I always say, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.